Bonjour à tout le monde. Merci d'être venu à la presse-conférence du MMA Bushido de l'édition numéro 90 à Wavre. Donc, welcome to everybody for this press conference of Wavre, here in Wavre, edition number 90. So, we're starting the press conference. If you have any questions, please. Thank you.
We'll start with Alain, please. Alain, it's still very early in your career, but a first main event here for you. I'm just curious what the feeling is like for you with this opportunity, if there's any added excitement or any added pressure at this moment.
No, I think I'm in my hometown at Brussels. There's more than 100 people coming for me, and I want to show them a good show. I'm ready more than ever. So I hope to see you again in the UFC.
Yes, sir. I like that.
A good friend behind you. He's just signed, and I want to be with him. You know.
Fantastic. Well, let's talk about your opponent that you have, right? The most experienced opponent that you fought to date. Curious if there's any special challenges or difficulties that you think he might present for you.
No, sorry, I don't think so. We had very difficult to find an opponent, so he accepted, so I respect him for that, but I don't think he can handle me for a long time, so I think first round finish. So good luck to him, but it's going to be difficult.
Nice. Just one last thing for you. I mean, you mentioned the UFC at some point. You know, it was an amazing year last year for you, 3 submissions, 3 wins. You get a victory here. Where do you think you are at the end of this year? I mean, can you be at the UFC by the end of this year? Is that too fast, or do you feel like you can make it that quickly?
Yeah, I hope so. Afterwards I fight 18 February, and then I have a title opportunity if I win the 2. And then afterwards I think we're going to talk with big organizations, so why not?
Thank you, Alain. And for Zoran, please, I want to ask a main event opportunity for you. Just curious if this means something special to you. I mean, this late in your career, 40 plus fights, is it still a special moment for you to be in a main event?
Kaže ti, da li ti to predstavlja neki pritisak sad tu što ćeš to raditi main event?
No.
Zoran say this fight is short, is knockout in the first round.
Very
and
nice.
17 win pro in your career.
Got all that, okay. He fought just 2 weeks ago. I'm curious if it's a challenge to turn around that quickly, or if he finds benefit in fighting all the time.
Yes, Zoran is all the time is a fight.
Yes, okay. And I guess last thing I would ask, he says that he just doesn't believe that he can match up with them at this point in his career, but he's got so much experience. How does he feel this fight plays out?
How is he feel this fight? How is feel this fight? Tell him. How is feeling with this fight?
Aha, kako se osjećaš pred ovu borbu?
Aha, odlično, super. Spreman sam za rat.
Zoran say his feeling is super and respect his opponent and his big fight is in winner.
I neka bolje pobjede.
Une question en français pour Alain. Tu as commencé ta carrière en poids lourd. Aujourd'hui, tu es en poids moyen. Est-ce que ça change ton style? Est-ce que ça change aussi la manière d'aborder les combats face à des adversaires qui ont des gabarits différents?
En poids lourd, c'était amateur. J'ai vite abandonné. Après, j'ai fait light heavy. C'est pas mon poids naturel. Ça allait, j'ai gagné, mais bon, c'est bien. C'était fort. Là, on part pour le middle, tu vois, parce que j'ai fait des sparring avec des vrais lourds légers. C'est autre chose quand même, tu vois. Mais en middle, je me sens bien. Et je crois qu'il n'y en a pas beaucoup qui ont mon niveau en middle, en tout cas ici. En Belgique, surtout pas. Puis donc, on va continuer de... La Belgique, c'est pas assez, donc on veut plus haut, quoi. On vise plus grand.
Un pronostic pour ce combat?
Je s'est dit en dessous de 2 minutes. Lui, s'il croit qu'il va mettre KO, il rêve, les gars. Je sais pas ce qu'il a fumé ou je sais pas ce qu'il a fait, mais frère, il a une soumission sur un gars, il est nul. Il s'est battu avec quelqu'un qu'il a perdu en un round et moi je le tue à l'entraînement, donc je vois pas ce qu'il peut faire demain, tu vois. C'est bien, il est là, c'est déjà ça. Il est. Parce que c'est bien, 5 personnes on a envoyé pour combattre ici, les 5 ils n'ont pas accepté, donc c'est la merde un peu en ce moment pour trouver des combats. C'est du business, il va recevoir un beau cachet et il va se faire des belles vacances dans son pays, voilà.
D'autres questions? Any other questions? Prends le micro là-bas. Prends le micro là. Je sais.
Oui, bonjour. Une question pour l'organisateur. Est-ce que vous comptez encore ramener des plus gros noms pour les prochains événements en Belgique?
Alors on a commencé le MMA Bushido, c'était en 2022. Et là, on en a fait un deuxième en 2023. Et un troisième encore en 2023. On monte doucement. J'ai envie de faire encore plus. J'avais encore un très bon combat qui était normalement dans la carte, combat de femmes aussi, qui malheureusement il y en a une qui s'est blessée, donc je n'ai pas pu la faire combattre. Il va y avoir des autres beaux combats dans la fight carte aussi. J'espère faire encore plus et ramener un peu plus de noms et mettre un peu plus le level, ça c'est sûr et certain. Surtout en tout cas les prochains qui vont arriver.
Et une deuxième question pour l'adversaire de Stiven, Shehu, Marek. Your opponent is not present with us in the press conference. What's your opinion on that? Do you think he's sending you a message?
No. I don't know why he's not here. So I have a Gafin.
Не знам защо не е тук, но не ми пречи, че съм се готов и утре ще покажем.
Well, I don't know why he's not here yet, but I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. I'm here, so that's all that matters.
Thank you.
Un micro, demande.
I was going to follow up with Marek as well and ask, obviously a professional debut, a co-main event, big spot for a debut. Just curious what your feeling is like, if there's any added nerves or what you feel like with this opportunity.
Разбира се, че съм леко изнервен, това е нормално, това никога не ми е пречило, но съм сигурен в себе си, ще покажа най-доброто.
Well, yeah, for sure. Like I feel a little bit of pressure, but like it's not my first time fighting. I've been fighting my whole life, and yeah, it's a big moment for me, and I'm excited about it.
Your opponent has a lot more extensive amateur MMA experience, whereas you have like combat sambo experience. So I'm curious, how you feel the preparation is different. Do you feel you're any better or less prepared because you have the combat sambo versus the amateur MMA?
ММА и бойното самбо са много близки спортове. Не изпитвам абсолютно никакви притеснения за това нещо, че той има повече опит. Аз имам повече опит в самбото, джудото и бойното самбо, така че ще покажем много добър файт.
Well, both sports are really close to each other. Like it's not a big difference, but like I don't really care about the amateur record because like he's been fighting since he's like 9-10 years old. So he also have a big he also have a big record in the amateur like sambo, combat sambo, judo. So he's not feeling that pressure, the difference between two sports.
Nice. I know what's most important is tomorrow night, but like I said, co-main event, your professional debut, all the experience before. How do you see your professional career going? Is it a slow build to the top, or do you want fast opportunities to rise the ranks?
Well, actually, I want to improve myself, like even in my first debut fight, and I want to have as much as I can professional fights, so I can reach somewhere high.
Thank you very much. I want to ask Cédric, amazing start to your career with 3 first-round finishes. Just curious what you feel the key to your success has been so early in your career.
Honestly, it's just training hard every day in the gym. I've got some real quality training partners, and as long as I keep working hard, the sky's the limit.
Yeah, no doubt. Sure looks that way. A quality opponent this time around, it would seem to be. What do you think of the matchup here?
Honestly, when I look at our 2 styles, it's going to be a banger of a fight. That's all I can tell you. And it's going to be worth watching it and paying for it. That's all I want to say.
Yeah. And last thing I'll ask you, I mean, people like the quick highlights. They like the quick finishes, right? But is there any part of you that wants to get tested, that wants to go like 3 rounds and see what it feels like? Or are you planning another first-round finish?
Nah, honestly, I want to go 15 minutes one time, but I need the type of opponent that can give me that type of fight. And hopefully tomorrow, we'll see what he has to give me in the cage.
Ghassan, a big smile right there. Does it feel like you are that kind of opponent, or what are you expecting? Are you looking at these same kind of fireworks?
Yeah, of course. Look at him. He's a great fighter. 3 finishes quick, but like he said, I feel like he has been tested. Didn't have a quality opponent yet, so I feel like I'm the quality opponent here. So I'm looking for some fireworks. I'm looking to finish. He's looking to finish. So I think it will be a great fight. So that's the smile.
Nice. You were that guy, like you were undefeated, right? And you had that first taste of a setback. I'm just curious kind of what lessons you took out of that and how that kind of affected your preparation for this one.
It didn't affect my preparation that much. I had some holes in my games. I finished those. I worked on those, but I know the feeling now, how it is like feeling like, oh shit, I'm defeated. Like I went 5-0 didn't finish one guy, and then being there and being in that situation like fuck, waking up like shit, I lost. So I know what it feels to lose, and like it changed a lot. Like it feels like you're human again. Like it's just a sport, anything can happen. So I know how it is, and it also takes a little of the pressure out because going undefeated and taking all those finishes. But it feels like I got something to correct for myself. So I'm looking for a great show tomorrow.
Last thing I guess I'd ask, what is most important for you? Is it like proving maybe doubters wrong, or proving something to to yourself, or what's most important for you?
For me, it's proving to myself, of course. Look, you'll always have doubters. That's it. But if I put on a quality fight, I'm happy. So that's it for me, basically. Just going out there, having a great fight, and I feel like if I get a great fight, I'll have the finish. So looking forward to it.
Cédric, une question en français. Il vient de parler de toi en termes de combattant de qualité. Qu'est-ce que tu connais de lui? Est-ce que tu as pu regarder certains de ses combats? Est-ce que sa défaite t'inspire aussi? T'a donné des idées? Est-ce que tu as fait une préparation spécifique pour l'affronter?
Ouais, j'ai un peu regardé ses combats. Il est solide, il est bon. Comme il dit, il a quelques trous. Maintenant, on va voir s'il a vraiment travaillé sur ça. Et moi, ma préparation, c'est peu importe où le combat va, on a les armes pour la battre. C'est comme ça que je vois ça. Donc, peu importe où le combat va demain, c'est la victoire qu'on cherche, c'est tout.
Okay, thank you for coming, and we're gonna start on. Thank you.
Le face-à-face pour la carte principale des amateurs qui commencera à 20h. Nous allons débuter avec un combat poids léger en 3 rounds de 3 minutes. The stare down for the amateurs main card that will start at 8 p.m. tomorrow, this Saturday in La Sucrerie, Wavre. We start with the first fighter. Is from Luxembourg, du Luxembourg, Gianni Massard. Combat dans la catégorie des poids légers en 3 rounds de 3 minutes. Il nous vient de Bruxelles, Walter Hugeler. Gianni Massar et Walter Hugelier. Vous pouvez les applaudir bien sûr. Premier combat de la carte amateur, first fight of the amateurs main card tomorrow. We go for a featherweight bout in 3 rounds of 3 minutes. Combat poids plume en 3 reprises de 3 minutes. From Moldavia, de Moldavie, Vlad Voichou. He comes from Corsica, France, venu de Corse, Gianni Petrucciani. Combat amateur chez les poids plumes. There's gonna be firework tomorrow. Vlad Voichou, Gianni Petrucciani. On monte de quelques catégories, combat poids lourd en 3 reprises de 3 minutes. Heavyweight bout in 3 rounds of 3 minutes. From Belgium, Job Toinouni. Opposé à Job Toinouni, il vient de Turquie, from Turkey, Tolga Polat. You can applause. Vous pouvez applaudir évidemment ces combattants qui feront le spectacle demain, 4e combat de cette main card amateur, 4th fight of the amateurs main card. Welterweight bout, combat dans la catégorie de poids welter de Belgique, from Belgium, Francisco Cordoba. Véritable derby belge parce que son adversaire vient aussi de Belgique, also from Belgium, Noam Refers Mazza. Thank you, Francisco. Thank you, Noam. See you tomorrow. Nous passons maintenant à la main card professionnelle. We go to the professional main card and we start with a heavyweight bout in 3 rounds of 5 minutes. Premier combat, combat poids lourd en 3 reprises de 5 minutes. Venu de France, from France, Rachid Metlouti. L'adversaire de Rachid vient d'Allemagne, from Germany, Nicolaj Wagner. Gaming business, ladies and gentlemen. From the heavyweights to the flyweights. On passe de la catégorie poids lourd à la catégorie poids mouche. Il nous vient de France, from France, Ibrahima Ndiaye. combat international en 3 reprises de 5 minutes de Moldavie from Moldavia, Gafin, Anatolie. In MMA, size doesn't matter. See you tomorrow for a big fight. Light heavyweight bout. Still in 3 rounds of 5 minutes from the Netherlands. Combat poids mi-lourd en 3 reprises de 5 minutes. Il nous vient des Pays-Bas. Ghassan, Abdenabi. He is a Belgian prospect from Brussels, Cédric Lushima. De Bruxelles, Cédric Lushima. See you tomorrow, Ghassan and Cédric. The big boys are coming to town. Another heavyweight bout. Voici encore un combat poids lourd. From Netherlands, Arya, Hosseini. Il sera opposé à un adversaire venu de Turquie, from Turkey, Kasim, Aras. Just don't blink tomorrow, we're gonna have fun. Co-main event. Le co-main event opposera Stiven Shehu, qui malheureusement n'est pas là aujourd'hui. He's not here today. But we have his opponent. Nous avons son adversaire from Bulgaria, de Bulgarie, Marek, Georgiev. Last but not least, we have a middleweight main event in 3 rounds of 5 minutes. He is coming from Croatia, Zoran de Croatie. He is coming to make a statement. Please welcome Alain Merckt from Belgium. We have a middleweight main event, ladies and gentlemen. See you tomorrow for the big show, MMA Bushido here in Wavre, La Sucrerie. Thank you, Ghassan. See you tomorrow. À demain, mesdames et messieurs.